everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here making a bonnet for myself out of scraps. The scraps that I decided to use was this light brown velvet stretch fabric and also this red satin fabric, and I am making it reversible as well. As you can see, I don't have enough fabric to make the complete circle, but we're gonna work with what we got. So right here, I'm just cutting out the fabric using my pattern piece that I made myself. If you guys want me to show you guys how to make your own bonnet pattern piece, just comment down below. Now, mind you, I did say that I am just using scraps for this project, so that's how come I kind of had to choose brown and red. It actually went together. I thought it wasn't going to go together, but it actually did. So I like the color scheme, and I use satin on the inside of the bonnet, so that way, I can protect my hair while still having that custom look to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward right here because you guys see me already cut the first main fabric, so you guys know how to cut it. And when you guys are watching me cut out the lining for my bonnet, you're going to notice that I cut out two pieces, and that's only because I had not enough fabric to work with to complete the whole circle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put these pieces inside out and go ahead and sew my lining together. Now that everything is sewn, well, at least the lining is sewn together, I'm gonna basically chew out my bonnet pieces so that way they are matching each other, so I won't get inconsistencies when I'm sewing. Well, before I chew out, I'm just, I'm just pinning the sides together so that way it can stay in place when I go ahead and chew it out. So instead of chewing it out first, I just went ahead and sewed it together so that way when I do chew it, it's actually a more accurate cutout. So once again, I'm just gonna fast forward it for you guys and then show you guys the results of that. Now it's time to chew it. Chewing means basically when you make your pieces match together. So in this case, you see I have my opening still, so that way I can flip the bonnet inside out. And right here, I'm just gonna true it. I already sewed my pieces together, so watch me do that. I'm just cutting right above the stitch line so I can still have my stitch, but I'm just basically cutting off the raw edges. And I am finally done cutting off my raw edges. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put my hand through the little opening and turn my bonnet inside out. And once I turn my bonnet inside out, I'm just going to go ahead and sew another line matching up to my elastic. I think my elastic maybe was measured up to a 1/2 inch. So that's where I decided to place my second stitch line for the elastic. So in order for me to get my right head size, all I did was use a piece of elastic, put it around my head circumference so I know how big I want my bonnet. Well, yeah, how big I want my bonnet to be. Not how big, but how my elastic is gonna fit and how my bonnet is gonna fit. I like mine snug, so I made my elastic kind of snug on my head because I don't like when bonnets fall off my head or fall down my face. I hate it so much. So the goal was to get it as snug as possible. So right here, I'm just marking where I want to stitch at. And once I'm done with that, I'm just going to go over and stitch for you guys. I'm not going to show you guys that part because you guys see me stitch already. And you guys kind of catch the drift. So you see where that white line is, go ahead and stitch. And I am back, and now my bonnet is stitched completely, and all I have to do now is putting my elastic into the casing and we'll be all done. So I'm just gonna fast forward the part where I'm putting my elastic in. And just to let you guys know, I did close off for my second line, or my second line of stitch, I closed off where I have that little opening, just so the bonnet the elastic is able to just go into the little casing that I made for it. So once I'm done putting the elastic through the casing, I'm just gonna go ahead and stitch the elastics together. I'm gonna backstitch at least 4 times so that way it won't move or break inside the bonnet. And everything is done. So I made my bonnet jumbo, as you can see. I like a lot of room in my bonnet because I wear a lot of different hairstyles, and I know this is ghetto using my rotary cutter to cut off thread, but it's fine. But yes, this is the finished results, and I'm so excited, and I can't wait to wear it tonight to bed. And as you can see,